Okay, so this is a story about a Malay guy named Moon. He is living in a village, or in our language we call it kampong. So he was living with his whole family, and in his kampong there is another guy named Ringo. And this guy, he is a daring guy. He always liked to do things that no one else dared to do. So one day he suggested them, a few of them, but only the writer and Ringo would take the challenge that they want to spy on a beautiful girl. So this beautiful girl, she has a father, and the father is a bomo. Bomo means a person who possesses the magical power. So this father, for them, he looks creepy with his bushy eyebrows, and he never smiled. Also, his eyes were blind, and it looks like yellowish blue. So they always wonder, how can an ugly father like this has a beautiful daughter? So that night they decided to spy on this girl, because they live in the middle of the woods. So that night they walk off the main road for about 3 kilometers till they reach the wooden house. When they peeped through an open window, they saw that this old man was sleeping soundly on a rattan rocking chair. Though he was sleeping, but they could see his eyes like open, because it's like, as I said, yellowish blue. They are blind, and he's still looking creepy, spooky for them. And they were thankful that luckily they didn't scream their lungs out, though they nearly did. And later they heard the sound of water splashing coming from the bathroom. So they were like looking at each other in the light, because they know that that's definitely the daughter was taking her bath. So they crept on the roof, and they peeped through the gap on top of the door, and they could see that she was really bathing. And according to them, they think that the girl was, long, lean, and gorgeous, and she was soaping herself. She was scrubbing her arms, her body, her legs, and finally she scrubbed her neck. And for them it's really beautiful, and her hair was kind of long, like till the bottom. And after scrubbing her neck, it was a moment which terrified them the most, because they saw this beautiful girl nonchalantly, calmly remove her head from the neck, because she wanted to wash her hair. So she placed the head on a stool beside her, and the head was facing them. That's what terrified them the most, but it also terrified the head itself. So they could see the eyes of the girl was like bulging in surprise, but it didn't last too long, because later they could see her big red mouth was grinning, and it was spreading till it reached the ears. So to their horror, they ran away screaming non-stop until they reached home. But until today, they had never told anyone about this, because it was like, how could they tell anyone in the first place that they were actually peeping the girls taking her shower, right? So Moon kept this to himself until today. And later the whole family moved out of the village, and from then on he had never seen Ringo, the daring guy. He had never seen the bomo. He had never seen the beautiful girl ever again. That's all for my stories today.